In the unseen realms of cyberspace, a new threat has emerged, targeting over 327,000 Android devices across the globe. This new breed of cyber menace is not your run-of-the-mill hacker attack. This is a sophisticated and stealthy threat that uses the Xamarin mobile app framework to launch its insidious activities. It's like a digital chameleon, blending into the background, silently gathering device metadata, and reaching out to its command and control server to fetch its second-stage payload. This malicious software has the audacity to abuse the very operating system's accessibility permissions that were designed to aid users. More shockingly, it has the ability to self-update and can act as spyware or disguise itself as a banking Trojan. The malware, dubbed as Xamalicious, has been found in 25 apps, some of which were alarmingly distributed on the Google Play Store. The Xamalicious malware uses the Xamarin mobile app framework to carry out its malicious actions. By abusing the operating system's accessibility permissions, it can gather device metadata, a goldmine of information for hackers. But that's not all. It contacts a command and control server to fetch a second-stage payload, essentially sneaking in more malicious software onto the infected device. Experts likens this to a Trojan horse, a seemingly innocuous app that brings along a hidden threat. This second-stage payload could be anything from spyware monitoring your activities to a banking Trojan waiting to snatch your financial details. The malware is remarkably adaptive, capable of updating itself to stay one step ahead of security measures. But the Xamalicious malware doesn't stop at just stealing information. It goes one step further by encrypting all communication and data transmitted between the infected device and the command and control server. This means that even if a security expert were to intercept this data, they'd find a jumble of indecipherable code, making it almost impossible to trace the perpetrator or understand the extent of the breach. As Dr. Doe points out, this malware is not just a threat, it's a sophisticated cyber weapon, capable of self-updating and acting as spyware or a banking Trojan. The Xamalicious malware has left a significant footprint, with the majority of infections reported in Brazil, Argentina, the UK, Australia, the US, Mexico, and other parts of Europe and the Americas. This malicious software has been found in 25 applications, some of which were distributed on the Google Play Store, and has been installed at least 327,000 times. But it's not just about the number of installations, it's about the severity of the threat. This malware abuses the operating system's accessibility permissions, gathers device metadata, and contacts a command and control server to fetch a second-stage payload. In a twist of digital deception, a phishing campaign has emerged, using social messaging apps like WhatsApp to distribute rogue APK files. These files masquerade as legitimate banks, such as the State Bank of India, tricking users into revealing their credentials and personal information. While the world grapples with this invisible threat, it's crucial to remember that prevention is better than cure. In these times of digital uncertainty, it's more important than ever to stay safe online. Google's Play Protect safeguards play a crucial role in keeping Android users secure. It scans and verifies over 50 billion apps every day, providing a sturdy shield against malicious software. Yet, true digital safety goes beyond relying on protective measures alone. It calls for our active participation. So how can we contribute? For starters, let's avoid downloading apps from untrusted sources. The siren song of a free app can be enticing, but remember, it could be a trap, a conduit for malware like Xamalicious. Next, let's pay attention to the permissions that apps request. If a simple flashlight app asks for access to your contacts, that's a red flag. It's essential to only grant permissions that are necessary for the app's function. Lastly, be wary of phishing campaigns that use social messaging apps to distribute rogue APK files. These can impersonate legitimate banks or other entities, aiming to steal your credentials and personal information. Remember, your safety is in your hands. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. That's all we have for you today on this pressing issue. We've traversed the unseen threats, explored expert insights, delved into the global impact, and shared tips on staying safe online. Remember, the digital world is as vast as it is vulnerable. The recent Xamalicious Android malware is a stark reminder of this. It's vital to remain vigilant, especially when it comes to your Android devices. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest cybersecurity threats. Until next time, stay safe online.